The Boys Season 3 Blue Hawk Explained. With the impending face-off that's likely going to occur between A-Train and Blue Hawk before the end of Season 3, I thought it would be worth delving into the character and seeing all that there is to know about Blue Hawk, based off of a few small appearances that we've had so far. So let's get into it. Here is The Boys Season 3 Blue Hawk Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. Blue Hawk is a new addition to the show and a character that we've not seen in any prior seasons before. He's a soup that's not in the 7 but is associated with Ford and patrols areas keeping the crime under control. However, there have appeared to be individual motives with this character that have caused him to act on his own opinions rather than in the eyes of the law. We first saw this when A-Train was talking to his brother, and he was shown the news piece on how Blue Hawk curb-stomped somebody so hard that it broke the pavement. Blue Hawk's actions are believed to be racially motivated, and the fact that he curb-stomped somebody is something that I think is a nod to what happened in the movie American History X, that had the main character with those same beliefs. We've also seen Blue Hawk become the ambassador and spokesman for the 4 Freedom brands of products, which have been described as premium American products, which I think is also a subtle hint at the motives that he holds. He represents a brand that is specifically focused on American products. Once confronted by A-Train, we saw him go to the local community center, where he started apologizing for his actions, and then went to call out that they weren't racially motivated. He was met with a lot of backlash from the community, due to the fact that he was inconsiderate and it didn't feel genuine in the slightest. He came out with the stereotypical excuse of, "You can ask my friends and that will prove that I'm not." He claimed to not see color, but to only see crime, which is something that I think is definitely not the case with this soup. We also saw the temper that he clearly has within him, which showed us that he can get hot-headed, which would mean that when the moment does eventually take over, he does definitely have the capability of losing it, which would lead to overkill, hence the curb stomp. We saw that in this moment of rage, he paralyzed A-Train's brother, and he then proceeded to go onto the news and say how it kicked off due to the fact that some members in the community center were armed, and that they were thugs, showing that he does definitely mold the narrative of what happens to how he wants it to play out, which then further supports the motives that he has when he fights crime, quote unquote. There isn't much about his powers, and we've not seen him use them in a capacity where they've really been able to shine, but the main ability that he holds is the power of superhuman strength. We don't know how strong he is, but we did see him push a man across the room quite comfortably, with it looking like he didn't put that much effort into it. So until we see him in a situation that requires it to be used to the maximum level, it's hard to tell. His suit doesn't look like it aids him in any way, but it has the blue coloring that you would expect an officer to have, and he also carries a baton, which he uses to match the role that he's supposed to play in the community. I think following the events in the community center, we're going to see A-Train most certainly try to seek revenge on Blue Hawk for what he did to his brother, so I think a battle is definitely on the cards between them. It will now just be down to who will win. A-Train stated in episode 3 about how his powers are pretty much useless now due to his condition, and a power like super strength is something that's always going to be hard to come up against, so I'm interested to see if A-Train will be able to beat him. So, there you have it, Blue Hawk Explained. If you want to see more videos on the boys, such as episodes explained, soups explained, and theories and predictions, then click on the I button, or alternatively you can head over to my channel where you'll find it all. If you want me to review something specific, then head over to my Twitter @brainpilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. And finally, if you'd like to see what I rate movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile where I rate all of the latest releases in real time. Do you think Blue Hawk will beat A-Train? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.